Hey everyone, Jeannie King here. We are doing day 6 of the Money Game 3.0. Are you having fun? Because I can tell you, I am having fun. And I love reading all of the feedback of people, of all ages, manifesting all sorts of things. And all of it is grounded in intention and in gratitude. So allow yourself to dream big. I always say in order to succeed beyond your wildest dreams, you must first have wild dreams. And we don't let ourselves do that. It's like, oh, well, I'm not going to really go there. What if it doesn't happen? Well, what are you stuck with if it doesn't happen? You're stuck with it not happening anyhow, right? So anyhow, I have got a great offering for you this morning. I do want to jump right in to my $6,000 because I have a process that we're going to do today that's going to be so fun. So day 6, I deposited $6,000, as you can see. And the other day I was at Lowe's in Kerrville, and my friend and I saw this whole line of beautiful golf carts that are all electric. When you go, well, yeah, of course they are. But they had 2 seats each. They had all decked out. They were $9,999. So they were $10,000. And I thought, I need one of those at least. So I decided to take my $6,000 and put that down at Lowe's and order it. And then tomorrow what I'm going to do is take $4,000 out of the $7,000 and I am going to buy it outright. So I'm down to 0. And I just love that. Where we live, a couple of years ago, Joe and I were very interested in making this a walkable community. So we went to the city council and we got it approved for people to drive golf carts around town on the streets, as long as they're street worthy and all of that. And I thought, I'm living downtown now, and I'm not that far from, I'm about 5 blocks from the grocery store, but I tend to get crazy in the grocery store. So I thought, if I had a little golf cart, I could just buzz down there, load it up, and buzz back. So that's my plan. And guess what? It makes me feel so good. So what I want to talk with you about today is something called the 2-cup method. And you may have heard about this, you may not have heard about this, but what it is getting clear on where you are now. It's kind of like doing tapping, where we do the setup statements, even though such and such and such is going on. I deeply and completely love and accept myself, and then we imprint what we want. Well, in the 2-cup method, you start with where you are and things that you want to change. So it's just what is. And then you take another cup and you write what it is you want. Now, many of you are familiar with the fact that our bodies are mostly made out of water, and our earth is mostly made out of water. And Dr. Masaru Emoto had done experiments years ago, taking nasty water from the Fujiwara Dam, having it frozen. It was nasty. It wouldn't make crystals. He took that same water, had it blessed by a Zen Buddhist monk, froze it again, and it did beautiful crystals. So what he proved is that our thoughts and intentions actually change the structure of water. And think about that. The structure of water, which is in us and in our earth. So I told my son years ago, probably about 4 or 5 years ago, he had moved to Houston. He had gotten a job, and he liked the job, but it was, there was just a lot of backbiting and jealousy, and they weren't coming through with what they said they were going to come through with the bonuses and all of that. He had hit a wall with having enough money to get his own apartment, so he was leasing the top floor of this gorgeous 3-story townhouse overlooking the bay, which was beautiful, but it wasn't his. He also was dating this woman, and it was kind of like, second verse, same as the first. He just didn't have great luck with relationships. And, he wanted to improve his life in every way. So I told him about the 2-cup method. And what it is that you take 2 cups and you write on it, and I'm using this But I also have got these smaller ones so that you can just see. And you can put a sticker on there or whatever. And write what is and put water in there. And so what he wrote was no money, not his own apartment, bad relationships, and not happy at work. That's what is. And then what he did is he took another cup and he wrote on it what his desired outcome was, which was lots of money, good relationships, my own apartment, and a great job. Okay? So he was very clear on what it is. So now what you do is you look at the current situation and you read it and you feel that, and it's like, oh, that feels really not good. You do not drink the current relationships and current situations. No, do not drink it. This is going to be transformed with your gratitude. So you look at the lots of money, and whatever it is, whatever your particular thing is, lots of money, good relationships, own apartment, great job. That was his, okay? So what you do is you pour that, what is, into what is the desired outcome, okay? And you get into this high state of gratitude and go like, what if I had lots of money and good relationships and my own apartment and a great job? What if? Yeah, that feels really good. So what you do is you drink it. Obviously, I missed my mouth, but okay. I'm rubbing it into my skin. The other thing that you can do is you can drink it, but you could also pour it into your bath water and bathe in it. So, any of that. Now, you get rid of the other one and you just let it go. Well, what happened was when he did this, the very first time, he heard this huge clap of thunder. Now, he's also a professional fisherman, so he knows the weather. And he looked outside and he went on the balcony. There was not a cloud in the sky, near NASA, which is where they were living, Seabrook. Not a cloud in the sky, but there was a huge clap of thunder. And he went, well, that's weird. Okay. And so he didn't really know what was going on, but being a guy, he took the other cup, it was a paper cup, and he just crushed it. He's like, yeah, get out of here. So he took the cup that had his desires on it down to the garage, and he set it near his truck, and he's like, I'm going to take this with me tomorrow. Okay. So the next morning he went down to the garage, he saw that cup, he picked it up, it was empty, but it had on what he wanted. He got in his truck, and as soon as he did, another huge clap of thunder came. Wow! He jumped out of his truck, he looked outside the garage, there was nothing. No weather, no clouds, no nothing. And I said, well, Michael, what do you think that was all about? And he said, well, I think it was significant. And I went, well, yeah, I think so too. Immediately that day, he gets a call from another friend of his saying, hey, I just drove by these apartments that's like 2 blocks from where you're living, and they have got this special deal on, and they're willing to work with people who have not been able to get an apartment recently. Why don't you go check it out? Which he did, and immediately got his apartment. Immediately. He's like, well, that was easy. The woman that he was dating broke up with him. When you go, well, wait a minute. No, it was good because he only wanted good relationships, and this was not a good relationship. So she made that happen. Okay. He also went to work and found out that he had more money coming. And he said that, even though I have more money coming, I want a job that's really going to be happier. So he got a call from this guy who was in the same business, who owned this big thing, and said, we've been watching you for a couple of years, and we want you to work for us. Okay, that's how it worked. That's how quickly it worked. Now, fast forward 4 years, he is with this woman, and I kind of call her his wife because they see each other as married, but they're getting ready to get married. They are their fiancés. They have property down, which they both love, and outdoor stuff, in Galveston County. He's got a brand new boat. He has been put on the Nitro team for Bass Pro. So he's got a new Nitro boat that is way expensive. He's got a new truck. He gets huge bonuses, and his life has changed. And it started changing when he did the 2-cup method. Okay? So I want you to think about, where are you right now in this process? And I love people who are saying, you know, I'm thinking about like, wow, I've got $4,000, I've got $5,000. What am I going to spend it on? You know, kind of worrisome a little bit, but no. You are in the process of getting past all of this. So let's just look at this, and you can just do it, you know, anything you want. So I just made it simple, but you do want to write out what is right now. So I'm just giving you this as an example. What is, okay, that doesn't feel very good. What is my desired outcome? With lots of enthusiasm, expectancy, love, gratitude, put it in there. Cheers. And go on your merry way. So I would invite you to try this 2-cup method. It's very powerful. It changes the cellular structure of the water. It changes the cellular structure of your body, your mind, your bloodstream, because you're taking in those thoughts. You're taking in those desires. You are recognizing that what you've been doing hasn't been working, and you're willing to do something differently. So go have fun. Tell me how you're going to spend $6,000 today, and what's happening with your 2-cup method, what's happening with your clutter clearing. You know, I am all about making this practical. If it's not practical, what's the use? So that's why I give you these types of things, and I'm going to be giving you all kinds of other things, you know, beautiful meditations and all kinds of things. But for right now, you've got your journal, you've got your sharing, you're getting clear, you are sharing with other people. Now you're doing the clutter clearing and getting stuff up off the floor, out of your house. Remember, you can contact me. I will send you free stuff to make this easier for you. And now you have the 2-cup method. I am so pleased that you are here. Hang in there. You're really going to be amazed. And I am so happy that everyone is living this life together with all of us. Have fun with it, and I'll see you tomorrow.